This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to
They actually use the touchpad
the codec
button.
will beep. When you hear
That's a
the
nice touch.
noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology.
I
a
figured that
byproduct
part
of
when it
fiber
tells you
optics
to push the
research.
select button. I think
The
they
texture
kind of
isn't
got
far
him
removed from
in
rubber,
at
but
some
the material
point
protects against
around
a
the
wide
time
range of
the
toxic
collection was coming out on the
substances. The suit
Xbox.
itself
They
has
kind
a
of
wide array of
changed the
built-in
lines a little
sensors.
bit.
It is
You
referred
kind
to as
of
smart skin and
tell.
military R&D.
Check
Data
out my
about damage to different regions of the
playthrough
body,
on the
including
Xbox
blood
version,
loss, is
and
exchanged
you'll
between the
know what I
suit and
mean
the
if you
intravenous
hear it, and
nanomachines
you
to
hear
create
that
a
it was actually
feedback system.
re-recorded to
There's a lot of pressure
reference
on
the
my
buttons
torso.
of the
Relax.
console you're
The suit
playing.
applies varying pressure to major internal organs
Metal
to
Gear Solid
maximize
2
performance
was a
and safeguard their
PlayStation
functions.
2
They call this
exclusive, I
the skull
believe.
suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate.
And then what they did was they used that engine to bring Metal Gear Solid 1 to the GameCube.
The hatch with a circular handle will open
In
into
the Twin
elevator area.
Snakes version of the
Locate
the first
hatch
game, obviously.
first.
Copy that.
I do hope that,
Moving on
like I
to
said, I
main
do hope
mission
that
objectives.
that actually becomes a thing, and they maybe release Twin Snakes on as part of a Master Collection. But I don't know if they'll do that simply because that was a Nintendo exclusive, so I don't know if they'll be able to really do that. Is there something in here? Like, I think it's only on the easy difficulty, but I'm pretty sure that there's a gun or something that you can get down here. But I think it's only on the easier difficulties. There's a ration there. You can get that. I'm gonna do this for a second. Oh, doesn't work. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. They kind of tell you that if you do this, you can kind of shake the leeches or the bugs off, or whatever they are. I can't remember what they are. But yeah, I think on the easier difficulties, I think that they'll drop an M9 there. I think it's only on the easier difficulty levels. I can't... Do you know what? Now that I think about it, I honestly can't remember if... if I picked up the M9 in my Xbox playthrough of this game. I don't think I did, you know. I think it's in the Strut F warehouse, so I'll try and have to remember to see if I can remember to pick it up. I got murked. Oh well, I'm out of here.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades all his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
Ah.
What's their
So it was
this
two.
one?
They must have made a deal.
In Snake's part,
an
it was
arrangement
2
with
years
the
since Shadow
terrorists.
Moses. Then
They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a
I don't know why. I just felt really unsure about what that was. Okay, I thought there was something back there. I want to give it a look. Cutscene. Hmm. I never noticed. I never came to the realization. I only figured it out later when it was actually directly said.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
Couldn't believe it.
One man.
I was like, wow, okay.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get
There's a
an
reason
ID.
for that.
But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a
I love it, haven't you? All the subtle things, all the little things. This is why I was saying earlier that you have to play it more than once, and then you notice the little things like
to gain
that.
access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar?
Hmm.
True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated
not sure if
enemy
that was
positions
supposed
are
to be
projected
placed
onto a
somewhere
map,
else.
according to reference points collected via
Probably
GPS
not.
signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
Mm-hmm.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Oh shit. What the fuck? Basically, that message tells you you can't use the enemy weapons because basically it's the first thing of that whole nanomachines thing where guns are individualized. And, yeah. I'm not sure if, would we be able to guess Ryan's birthday? I'll tell you what we'll do. Oh, the fuck? Oh, what the? Oh god. I'm screwing up. What is going on? I can't write the name. Can't do the basic thing. Can't write names. Okay, there we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him my birthday. The year is actually, I don't think you can even pick the year. Look, that's different. So they actually can't give you the year. We'll put them as United States. It's funny how it like gives you UK. I wonder if that's by design because we're playing the European version. I think so, but that would be quite cool if it was. I think you could do the date in the original version, I think.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel.
Pretty much.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yep.
It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
Is this sounding familiar to you
The
right
Big
now?
Shell's layout map should now be
Gets better.
available after touching the start button.
How do
You're
I
beginning to
save the
notice it,
mission
right?
data?
I've
Similarities?
set aside a
gets
proprietary
better.
frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose
Pretty
may
much.
be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission.
Oh.
And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Makes sense.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary
She ever calls
save
him that for the rest of the
frequency
game.
is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
what?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying. until I
He's
hear
in the
answer.
doghouse.
I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
It's odd though, when you think about it, because at the end of the day, a lot of Ryan's memories are,
Raiden, the enemy sentry is
Manipulated.
regaining consciousness.
I guess
Be
is the right
careful,
word.
Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
But that was before the April 30th and the thing she's talking about.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
So, how did he forget its significance? Because in a lot of ways, you're not supposed to forget a day like it is. I mean, maybe the memory manipulation is a reason for that, but like I said, that's mostly before that day. So I'm not really sure how he ended up forgetting it, if that makes sense. But maybe that is part of it. Maybe at some point after that, he was...
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
Oh, do you know
The name
what?
of their leader is Solid Snake.
Do you know what? I think I might have it.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Pretty much.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
There he is.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
So I reckon what specifically happens on that day happened first, and then maybe, I ain't got the gun yet. Maybe, yeah, I already know what's happening.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10.
Maybe at some point after that, when he was
Have
going
no
through
line of
his
communication with the
initiation and his
They don't know a
VR
thing
training,
about
they
us.
kind
You know we
of
work in the dark,
at
and this
some
mission is no
point
exception.
took
Only
that
a few people know about your presence
took
here.
that date
no
out of
need
his
for
memory, so
concern.
he kind of forgot
This
it.
operation is under Pentagon's direct
I
command.
guess.
And the NSDD
Possibly.
came from the Vice
That could be a
President and
thing.
the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
That could be a thing. I don't know, but it could be quite valid. I mean, I don't think he would simply forget, would he? I mean, like I said, a lot of his memories have
I'll leave the
been
first floor to you, okay?
manipulated and altered, so he kind of forgets it until he has like a trigger, as it were. Is that the right way of putting it?
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
I've got something I want to do. I don't think this was a good idea, was it? Shit. No, this wasn't a good idea. I probably should have done this first. Fuck. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, had the blood on because I think who had the blood off when it started? Was it Vash when he played it most recently? I think. Yeah, I think it was, because I think it was Vash when he most recently played it a while back, and he said, "Oh, the blood was supposed to be like going all over the place. Why did it not happen? And he logged into the node and was like, oh my god, the blood's off. I think it's this way. Yeah. Let's go.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver.
One of the
and
newer
once it
moves
runs
in the
out,
game, I think.
You will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
I'm on it. I don't think you necessarily have to increase the grip gauge, but you can by doing push-ups on the railing. I might actually do that, maybe between sessions. Maybe I'll like find a hanging and just do it for a while and see if it actually works, because I've never actually done it. I've never actually raised it a level, I don't think. So I might actually do that. So maybe, like, as soon as this session ends and I go into the next one, maybe I'll go and hang somewhere, increase the grit gauge, and then come back and to the point where I left off, save it, and then we can kind of go on from there in the next session. Because I've never actually done it before. You don't really have to. You can make most of the times where it's kind of not scripted, but you know, it's kind of the best move to do. You don't really need to level it up that much. Because that's another big change for this game. They give you all the health at once, whereas in Metal Gear Solid 1 they gave you like the health after every boss fight. But in the Snake part, you don't even have a boss fight really. It's Raiden that gets all the bosses. Snake is really, really just there for backstory purposes. This game is about Raiden for the most part. A lot of people really didn't like it for that reason. See, for me, I hadn't played Metal Gear Solid 1 beforehand. So I didn't have the same attachment to Snake as a lot of people did back when I first played this. And for a long time after I first played it, you know, Metal Gear Solid 2 was the only real game I knew. For such a long time. It was only when I got the collection on Xbox, when it first came out in, what was it, 2010? You know, it was the 2 and 3 packaged together, and Peace Walker was it? It was that collection that came out in like 2010 time, 2011. And that was the first I'd ever seen of Metal Gear Solid 3. And Peace Walker for that matter.
What's going on? Alpha, respond!
I'm pretty sure Peace Walker will be part of Volume 2. I think what's gonna probably end up being the case is they'll probably add either 4 on its own or 4 in Peace Walker, and then Volume 3 will be like maybe Metal Gear, like Acid, and the kind of smaller ones that were on the PSP or Nintendo DS. But I think only Metal Gear Solid 3 made the Nintendo console in terms of 3DS, because I think there was a 3DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3. Who's there?
What are you?
Fun fact, if you actually pick up the M9, he does like a thing animation where he's aiming at him.
5 today. Or rather 6.
It's time for you to get murked. He didn't think to look behind him.
Get down!
And where did he get that cut from? Did the bullet just kind of graze him just slightly? Because I don't think Vamp touched him.
Where is he?
I'm right here, soldier. Huzzah! Let's roll. See, you can shoot him right now. Shoot him in the back.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Get that out. Smell that? Okay.
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell
Could say that.
Listen, where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
There's no way they would have had that conversation in real time before Ryan loaded the gun. Slow-mo for dramatic effect and exposition.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
Yeah, he just helped you out there, dude. And he's a SEAL, so, you know, don't shoot them.
My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Johnny would say. Oh, this is part of the mind fuck. That's exactly who you think it is.
Are you a Navy SEAL?
I didn't...
How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
See, it's kind of... It's kind of obvious, isn't
Have I
it?
seen you before?
Second time playing... Well, definitely first time playing, I was like... No idea.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
I thought it was just David Snake's actor playing
That's right.
someone else.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced,
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age. That's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR.
Yeah,
do you?
literally playing VR missions.
Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Fourth wall obliterated.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind
Man,
control?
this game holds up so well.
Raiden, what's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines. What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
Aaron was completely VR trained. He got his experience by playing VR missions. You think I'm kidding? No, they actually flat out fucking say it. As Johnny would say. It's true, they just flat out say it.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost
I guess
a few
the
more pints
Navy-
than I thought.
The Navy thing probably
What
triggered
was that man just now?
something in him a little
That
bit.
blood-sucking
Made him
freak.
feel a bit
That was Vamp.
disorientated for a second.
He's Romanian, a wizard
And the
with
blood
knives,
loss.
as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell,
Dead Cell? Him?
a special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down.
Yeah, especially when there's only 3 of them.
You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
I still
Take this too.
can't really see how to effectively use the cigarettes. I guess the real, like, veterans of this game know how to do it, but I don't really see it.
Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is
There's obviously something you can do with
Aren't
them,
you going
because
to
even though
answer
Ryan
him?
doesn't smoke, you can still use them somehow. Damn.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
We'll punch that in as soon as
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Jack's not that bad. Yeah, with the frequencies, you gotta patch it in yourself, and then the number will be stored. But I'm not sure if it's like the other way around. Like, if they contact you, does that still store the number? I don't know if it does.
He's asleep?
He's still sleeping. Like, wait, huh? Oh shit.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 has engaged someone on the BC connecting bridge. The President is most likely there as well. The BC connecting bridge is on the north side of Strut B. The President is in danger. Go now.
I'm on it.
Don't forget to log into the node in Strut B. The node for Strut B is on the south side of the transformer room. It's to the west of where you found the Navy captain.
Shit.
Think you can shoot that thing?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, we'll drop a save. I kind of don't feel so confident
Jack,
pressing
do you
X
remember what day
sometimes.
tomorrow is?
That again. I'm
Because
sorry,
isn't it
but I
in
still
the
don't have a
original? Is
clue.
it always
That's
circle
okay.
to
What is
advance,
it, Rose? Talk to
like
me.
through stuff, or
I'd
is it
rather you figure
X?
it out.
Did they actually change
It's
that from I guess from 1 to 2?
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
When you really kind of think about it, I think there's an error, like an element of, what's the word? Convenience about the date as well, when you really think about it and what happened there and what this kind of all entails. I think there's an air of convenience, like a kind of a way of convenience about it as well, somehow.